What's good, everybody? This is Jason O'Neill from Hoops Factory TV. We caught up with Kaeden Garcia again from Elmira High School in Oregon. We talked with him about his upcoming senior season and what he's looking to do after graduation.
Kaeden Garcia, thanks for joining us. Um, we last talked to you a couple of years ago. You were still at your last school, Willamette, playing kind of 6A, playing kind of big boy basketball. This year you're at Elmira. Is it Elmira? Is that how you pronounce
Yeah,
it?
yes, Almara, yeah.
Okay,
Almara.
yeah, you're at Elmira, which I believe is like 3A, so not as kind of high level. Um, what kind of opportunities are you going to have this year to go against players, even if it's not during the season? Are you going to be going like training? I heard that you were sometimes training with a guy, Adrian Montague, who I saw was getting some rankings and stuff like that. There's another guy out there in Oregon called Samir Pichel. So yeah, I don't know if you have any opportunity, obviously maybe not during the school year, but do you have any opportunity to go against some of the kind of the best players in your state?
Yeah, I was trying to hit some open gyms up in Portland or like anything in Portland or any open gyms close near like college open gyms to try to get some good competition and test like different competition against college players in this high school.
And are you finding that you kind of got to go to that next level, like college players, to really have somebody push you where you're like competing?
Yeah, I gotta go to college open gyms because they're like bigger and stronger. They can really push me to my limits and see how I am against other people in college.
Yeah, and I mean, especially at the next level. I mean, I was telling your dad, the school I went to, Dominican University, which is a Division II school, they just recruited some 6'7" kid who was an All-American, Pangos All-American when he was in high school. Do you feel like you really got to start testing yourself against those bigger players?
Yeah, I feel like I gotta test my skills against them because every player in college is 6 foot plus, so I gotta get used to playing against people like that to be able to play on the next level.
And when you talk about like kind of playing on the next level, are there any players that you kind of already patterned your game after, either on the pro or college level?
Yeah, I really like watching Jackson Selstat because he's not the tallest, but he's also a strong, quick, can really facilitate and all around good player to watch and study.
Yeah, Jackson's a Pangos All-American, so we've gotten to see Jackson as well. I heard that you get to go to some of the Oregon Duck practices. Have you gotten to have like a talk and have a relationship with Jackson?
Oh yeah, before practice, he usually comes up to me and asks how I'm doing and if I'm playing any AU or anything, and then yeah.
And then what has that experience meant to you to kind of be able to, you're there in Eugene, to be able to just kind of go over to the Oregon Ducks practices and watching them practice? Have you learned anything from watching them practice?
Yeah, I learned that they really focus on the little details and they take practice serious and they don't walk through motions or like walk through plays. It's like everything is fast and on point.
Yeah, and I know that you know what I mean. Like for your recruitment next year, it's still a little bit up in the air. Recently, Cedric Cowherd he got drafted in the lottery after having a pretty long college journey. He started in your neck of the woods at Wilmette over there in Salem, transferred to Eastern Washington, and then ended up Washington State. Can you look at a journey like that and see that there is a way to get to the next level for a player like yourself who's not getting a lot of recruitment right now?
Yeah, I feel like since I'm not the biggest, I'm not the strongest, I had to like start small colleges if I really want an opportunity and I can move up and see and just keep moving up and then hopefully one day be able to play the next level.
So, Caden, especially on the 3A level, you've been having a lot of success. But your dad was telling me that sometimes you kind of got to play more within the system, make sure your team gets the win versus kind of going off and doing kind of the own individual thing. How would you kind of categorize your play? What kind of style do you think you have?
I think I'm a facilitator, but also I know when to get my own shot and know when it's time to score. But also like make sure my teammates are getting involved and make sure they're doing the right thing and getting them open.
And then from a scoring standpoint, especially the clips your dad shows, kinds of really shows you scoring inside, outside, kind of two levels. Do you feel like you're able to score on all three levels, mid range, inside, outside? How do you consider your scoring abilities?
I feel like I got a pretty good mid-range game. My three-point shot is pretty good. I just gotta keep working on it. But my inside game, like layups and like floaters, I feel like it's decent, but I gotta keep working on it because other players are gonna be taller, and I gotta be used to shooting over them and layups and getting